Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. These days, knowing your rights and standing up for them is more important than ever. With more people getting involved in citizen journalism and holding public officials accountable, it's crucial to understand what you can and can't do. In a recent video that's been making the rounds online, we see a perfect example of this. A man is out filming in public when police officers approach him, demanding ID and trying to shut down the filming. The officers come off pretty forceful, but the man stays calm, stands his ground, and reminds them of his First Amendment rights. Let's take a closer look at what went down, and why knowing your rights can make all the difference.
Look around, we'll look at the poster 7, possibly get a stamp or 2. (1968). President at the time was Lyndon B. Johnson. Hi, I'm all set for now. Yeah, for now.
I see, I was like, see you live there? Yes.
Hi. Please don't film me.
Don't film me.
Oh.
Hi. We see you.
Does that make you feel better?
No, not at all.
It must.
Try again.
It doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you, apparently.
Let me try again.
Okay.
Can I help you?
Yes. I need a stamp. Please.
68 cents.
I 1 penny stamp.
I don't have any 1 penny stamps.
You don't have any penny stamps?
No, I don't.
At all?
No.
Really? Can you check? I
don't
really
need
need
to check. I know what my stock is, please. Do you need anything else?
Yeah, do you have a 2 penny stamp?
No, I don't. I have 68 cent stamps.
That's all you have?
Yes. You need a 68 cent stamp?
Do you have a postmaster here?
No.
You have a supervisor?
No.
No supervisor, no postmaster. Interesting.
Vacation.
Oh, they're on vacation.
Yes. Anything else I can get for you?
Yeah, let me see if I actually have 68 cents. Yeah, give me 1 sec. No penny stamps, huh? Do you not sell them at all, or are you just out?
We don't really use penny stamps, so we don't replace the stock.
Oh, really? Once you're out? Okay. Yeah, I'll take a regular stamp then, please. And this is probably why your mail is late. Playing on your phone. Do you guys have an issue with me here recording?
I'm sorry?
Do you have an issue with me here recording?
Just, it's a busy place. I have things to do.
It doesn't look very busy. You got people playing on their phones. I mean, taking pictures of me on duty. She calls you, but there's nothing going
I
on.
didn't call them.
I said they called you, but there's
Just
nothing
making
going on.
people uncomfortable and myself, that's all. It's been like an hour at least.
No, it hasn't. But you know what statute that is? Uncomfortability?
Okay, you're just recording to record?
That's it?
You're recording just people coming in to record?
I'm recording anything I can see in a public standpoint.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think you left your stamp over here that you gave.
Oh, I might have. Actually, thank you. Appreciate it. Is there an issue?
How's your day going?
Can I get your name, badge number?
Yeah, it's Officer Wiswell. I don't have a badge number.
You don't have a badge number?
No, we don't.
Even I have a badge number.
What do you have?
869.
What is that?
It's my badge number.
For where?
Yeah, I don't know if you could see.
I don't have my glasses on.
I don't know. It says, shiny badges don't grant extra rights.
I don't get that.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Okay.
Name, badge number?
Well, I don't appreciate the derogatory mark. Okay?
Name and badge number, ma'am, please.
Sorry guys, I didn't.
It's Officer Stout. She doesn't have a badge.
She could identify herself.
Excuse me.
I think she could speak for. I think I'd like. I'm not talking. I don't need to be told what to do, what not to do. I think you need to tell them what I can and cannot do.
Okay.
I think that's more important.
All right, I get that.
Okay.
I understand that. Okay. But your overall general purpose is here just to film people, right? Correct. Just
People?
you educate me as to why you're.
Because I can, and I think you know that.
Okay, I get
And
that.
if you don't, you're ignorant.
No, I get that, but
So
why
that's
the
all-
post office?
Because it's federal,
Okay, I get that.
and it's public,
Huh, it is.
and they can't trespass me, no matter how uncomfortable they get.
What's your end goal?
You to leave.
Hmm?
You to leave at this point.
That's your end goal for the day.
As of right now, yeah.
Okay, you gonna be here all day?
I could be here until closing if I'd like.
Okay,
Are you going to trespass me?
not yet.
Is there a crime that I've committed?
Not yet.
I think you should leave.
Oh, well,
And I think you should educate the staff here and go about your day.
I get that.
Okay.
All right, I do get that. But let me just ask you this.
Yep.
Okay.
I may or may not ask. Answer the question.
Well, you don't have to.
I know I don't. I know my rights. Because I have rights that I don't have to answer questions to you.
Yeah, but you can go exercise your rights walking down the street, video recording people.
No different here.
Okay, but you chose to be here
I did.
for a reason,
For my reasons. Yeah.
which are
I'm not going to explain that to you.
because you have no reason.
Because I don't have to explain anything to you.
Why?
I'm done answering your questions.
Okay, I'm just asking questions.
And I'm not going to answer anymore.
Okay.
Unless I'm being suspected of a crime or under arrest, I'm not going to answer any
If they
questions.
tell you to leave,
No, that's not how that works.
listen to me.
No, I'm not going to listen to you. You're dismissed.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
In a public or private place,
I'm
if
gonna
you are
walk away.
asked to leave and you do not,
That's not true.
it's called trespass.
No, it's not. As long as I haven't committed a crime, that's not true.
If they ask you to leave,
They have to have a legal purpose.
no, they don't.
They do.
They may not like your shoes.
That's discrimination. You should probably look at the Postal 7 rules and regulations. I suggest you do that. Let me educate you, buddy. Yeah, come here.
Go ahead and read it to me.
Oh, no, you could read.
No, go ahead. I
No,
don't
you
have
can read.
glasses.
I'm not going to read it to you. This is for you. Right there. Photographs for news, advertising, commercial purposes. Let's not escalate this.
To commercial purposes?
It says photographs for news and or commercial purposes.
In which are you?
I am registered media.
Okay. Do you have your credentials?
We have a First Amendment right to freedom of the press.
Okay.
Stop it, dude. Stop escalating this. Stop escalating. Don't escalate this any more than we need
I'm
to.
not escalating it.
Go look at the rules and regulations and then leave.
I get it.
That's it.
But I'm just telling you.
You know, I don't need you to tell me anything. I haven't said a damn word to anybody in here.
Fine.
They
I
feel
haven't said you have.
they feel uncomfortable, okay? That is not against the law.
True.
Okay?
Very true.
That's it. I'm not obstructing the doorway, not being disorderly. I'm not going into any restricted areas. Okay? I'm not even talking to the staff unless I have business, which I have already conducted.
Would you
And
want
I'm
a stamp?
and I may or may have more business to conduct. But that's on my accordance, not yours or theirs.
Okay.
Right now, I'm exercising a First Amendment right to freedom of the press in a public federal building where you have no jurisdiction.
Okay.
So if you have any problems, I suggest you call FPS.
Well, I want to see the media that you propagate so I can read it.
No, I don't have to disclose that to you. I am a free citizen under the First Amendment right to freedom of the press. We don't need credentials. You're right. Anybody could ask anybody to leave any area, okay? But this isn't a private business. This isn't a private entity. This is a federal building, which is public, open to the public,
Yep.
okay?
I get
They
that.
have poster 7s. They have DHS memos stating that I could be here to record on federal property in lobbies, foyers, and corridors. If you look at the rules and regulations, you'd have a better understanding of that. But you don't study federal law, as far as I'm concerned. You were citing city and state statutes.
Correct.
That doesn't apply on federal property.
Okay.
Cut it out, dude.
All right. So,
Come on. So I'm going to go back to do what I was doing.
Post office closes at 5.
I know what time they leave. I'm going to stand there and do what I was doing. Not going to interfere. If I need business, I'll ask them.
appreciate
If they call you again, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, if they call again,
Then you can come and you could assess the situation. But as far as I'm concerned, I could be here as long as they're uncomfortable. It doesn't matter to
bother
me.
people. Don't harass people.
Well, like they just called the police on me.
I have no idea who called, honestly.
I do.
I know. Just don't harass anyone.
Okay. Well, they're harassing me. I'll follow you. Oh, well, it's tough.
It's not tough.
It is tough.
This is your warning for disorderly conduct.
Oh, really?
Okay?
Who's it complaining? You?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
That's not even legal.
Sure is, buddy.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah. Oh,
507.
really? Really? Why? I can't.
Don't walk behind me.
Do something.
Don't walk behind me.
Do something. I am gonna walk right behind you.
Okay, and
You know
I'll-
why? Because you don't like
Get
it.
the number.
Hey, go get the number. Do what you're told. Disorderly conduct? Really? For swearing? That's not a First Amendment freedom of speech?
Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Really? I can't tell you to f*** off.
Which civil
I
rights?
can't tell you to f*** yourself. I can't tell you that.
But these people don't want to hear it. I'm sure this young lady here doesn't want to hear it.
She may or may not. Look, if she's recording, she's exercising her rights.
But she doesn't want to hear you swear.
I can swear all I want. It's not fighting words.
offends her,
They are not fighting
It
words.
doesn't have to be offensive.
Yes, they do.
Offensive
To an
words.
officer, you can take criticism. That is the law.
I understand.
You can take.
I understand that. You can swear at me all you want.
I can. Well, just not in
This
front
young
of
lady
somebody.
lodges a complaint, says that she doesn't like your offensive words or gestures, then it becomes disorderly.
So is that my warning? In front of a. Okay, I'll take the warning.
Yes.
I'll take the
Okay.
warning.
So if this young man here gets offended, then that's a
Oh, Really? Oh man, you're walking on thin ice, buddy.
No, we'll see.
Yeah. So what? There's no statute stating you have to tell somebody that there's you're recording?
No.
No. You scared?
No, I don't want you behind me.
Why?
Because I don't like people
Why?
behind me.
Why?
Why?
You don't like being flanked?
No, I don't.
You know?
No.
Oh, we don't either.
Well, then don't. Okay? Stop.
Collaborate and listen.
Stop what?
All right? Just
You want
stop.
to play Ring Around the frickin' Rosie?
No. Go back inside.
No, I
Get your
will.
number,
I don't
bring
need
it
you to
back
tell
in
me
here.
anything.
Okay?
I'll tell you what to do.
You're okay.
Yeah, that's why you're going to leave in a minute and I'm staying.
No.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, we will.
All right.
We will.
Right here. That's your name?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Not my legal name.
Now, it's your government.
But I don't have to identify myself to you anyway, so. What, they didn't give you enough training for officer safety?
Oh, yeah.
Is this it? Is this your training? See, I like using it against you.
Please tear it off.
Yeah, hurry up. He's uncomfortable. You're a joke.
Okay.
Okay. You got a business card?
Nope.
Got a business card, Stoat?
I do, yeah.
No. Interesting. That's the call for service number? Great. Is that FB as in Frank? In Boston? Frank Bravo? Okay, cool. Yeah. Wow, you parked like an asshole, huh? Is that legal tint? Oh, you got the blue liners on.
Ouch. Thank you.
I'm not touching your vehicle.
Yeah, you can't see that.
Oh, but I did. Maybe you should close it and stop obstructing the roadway here. Oh, are you guys riding together? Are you his ride along?
What's that?
Are you his ride along? Oh man, look at blue liners. There you go. That explains it. See you later.
When it comes to the police and the public, things can get a little tense sometimes. Officers have an important job in keeping the peace, but their interactions with people can be tricky, especially when people pull out their phones to film. It's completely understandable why some officers might feel uneasy when they're being recorded. After all, no one wants their actions to be questioned or criticized, but that doesn't change the fact that people have a right to record in public. The First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution guarantees the freedom of speech, expression, and the press, and that includes the right to film public events. When citizens film the police, it's not just about capturing a moment, it's about holding those in power accountable. The real issue here is that some officers might not fully grasp the public's right to record them. This lack of understanding can lead to conflicts where officers may respond defensively or even disrespectfully when they see someone filming. That's where better training comes in. If officers understood more about the constitutional rights people have to record in public, it could help prevent those tense situations. And it's not just about training the police. We also need to make sure the public knows their rights so they can confidently exercise them when necessary. It's all about building mutual respect and understanding. When everyone, police and citizens alike, understands and respects each other's rights, it leads to better interactions and a stronger, more transparent community.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask.
So I don't have to be yelling. Were you filming the guys yesterday?
I'm sorry?
Were you filming the guys yesterday? Are you filming me?
I am.
Why?
Why not?
Just asking?
Are you familiar with the First Amendment?
No.
You're not familiar with the First Amendment to the Constitution?
No, but I was just gonna ask because you know how we have inmates working here in the public and there can be close civilians or civilians can be recording them. We were just wondering,
I'm just...
are you filming them for a purpose or?
Yeah, I'm filming for a purpose. I have a news organization.
Oh, yeah, but you can't do it with the inmates though.
Why not?
You can't.
What's the law, though? That
I'm not aware of any laws, but all I know is that you can't be filming the inmates.
So you're not aware of any laws. You just know that I can't do
Are you
it.
filming me? Does the camera work?
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because yesterday you did the same thing, remember? With the inmates?
How do you know that?
Because I saw you. You were on your bike. I was with the other guy that got off and wanted to talk to you, but you said, stop stalking me, remember?
You were with the guy that was stalking me?
Well, he wasn't stalking you. We just wanted to ask to see what was going on.
Oh, okay. Well, there's no reason that you guys can ask.
Yeah.
But that's just the same as like there's no reason that people can't film in public because that's our rights.
Okay.
It's kind of like
No, I understand you can
It's
film
like,
in public, but since they're inmates, like we don't know like what's going on. That's the only reason. I'm not saying you can't film anything else. I'm just asking if there was a purpose to it.
there is a purpose. Yeah, I have a news organization and a lot of people watch it.
But with inmates, does it have to do with inmates?
Yeah, they watch inmates sometime. Like those guys, if they're in public, like I just film whatever's in public and everybody watches it. And some people make comments and stuff. It's pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
where is it? So I can look for it.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah. What is the name?
It's a First Amendment audit site.
First Amendment audit site.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, so if you look up First Amendment audit, you'll find a bunch of stuff like that.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And what's your name?
Oh, I'd rather not say.
Oh, well, since you're doing things on public, I thought I might have asked.
You feel like if you are planning on putting videotape of them on YouTube, you do still have to get their permission, which you can't ask them for. Like it is unlawful to post videos of them on YouTube.
I really don't.
Okay, good.
I mean,
yeah, you do have to get their permission, and that
I really
is the law.
don't.
I can read you the law.
What's the law then? Go ahead and read it.
Yeah, if you want to look up Arizona 133019, superstitious
Contact
photography,
with
video
prisoners?
clipping,
Well, you can't
filming
have
or
contact
digitally
with
recording,
prisoners.
viewing, exemptions, classifications, and definitions.
Yeah, but see, I was taking
It's a
video of this
pretty
guy
long
right here.
list.
He was the one who was contacting. He was the one that was talking to him.
Oh, well, he's the supervisor.
I'm there. Yeah.
What I
They
do-
help me with the parts.
What I do is I go around and I videotape.
Not post anything with them on YouTube.
And what's the law? I'm sorry, I might have interrupted you. If you want to go ahead and state
It's
it for the
AZ,
camera.
it's 13-3019.
And where in that law does it say that I can't film in public?
Well, you can film in public. You
But
just
not
cannot
them.
post.
Where does it say that I can't post them on public?
It is unlawful to disclose.
Yeah, call
It's,
your supervisor. Uh-huh.
Part 2, Section B. It is unlawful to disclose, display, distribute, or publish photography, video, tape, film, or digital recording made in violation or subsection A of the section without consent, knowledge of the person depicted. And you can't ask them for permission
Yeah,
to...
you can't have any contact with
Yeah,
them.
you...
I didn't. I don't. I'm not
But you
asking to
can't post
contact
that,
them.
but you can't post any photos or video with them in it. Like me, whatever. But you can't with them.
Because with them, since they belong to the state.
You mind if I ask your badge number?
I'd rather not. Like, you didn't want to tell me.
Yeah, but I'm not a public official. I don't work for the government. I don't have a badge and stuff. So you're actually obligated to, I think, by law.
Yeah.
But I can't make you. But sometimes officers do that.
Okay.
But I see that your name is A. Martinez, and I'm dealing with Joshua here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, cool.
And that's just all I'm saying is like, yeah,
You
like
can
there's nothing
film
wrong with you
anything.
filming here, but you can't put that up. It will get flagged. It will get taken up. You can't have them. You can't have videotape of them, and it's for their safety as well. I mean,
It's for,
you
yeah,
just
it's
can't
for their
do it.
safety.
You just can't. You can't
Mainly.
post them
Well,
online.
What I am, guys, is I'm a video activist.
That's-
And this is, I
understand.
what I believe is that this is my freedom of speech right here.
Oh, absolutely.
Just
I'm
like
fine.
if somebody had a sign that they were protesting,
So do
they
you
would have
believe
that.
in your rights if they're violating someone else's? Like, do you? I mean, because that's kind of what you're working on here. I'm an
You think
activist
I'm
myself.
you think I'm violating somebody's
if you put
rights?
Video, if you
The
put up
inmates,
video
yes.
of them online, yes, you are. You are violating their rights. They have no say whether you're putting that
And
up.
what law is that?
That's one I already read to you twice.
Contact with prisoners?
You can't put video.
Because
of
I'm not
them up.
contacting prisoners.
But
but
you're
you're
videotaping them,
videotaping
and if
them.
you put
I'm
it online,
videotaping in
then you are breaking the law, dude. That's
Well, that's your opinion. I don't
no.
think
It's,
so.
I look over the video, read the law that I read
I got
you
the law
twice.
here, and I'll look it up, and I'll do the research and everything. I just strongly disagree, you know?
But it's funny how you're always like where they're at. You're always filming where they're at. I understand you want to film, but can you just wait till they're done cleaning and then you can film?
Is your supervisor on the way?
No,
Oh, I thought you said you were calling your supervisor.
no, they're not. They can't be coming just for no reason.
Just for no reason, right? That's my point. I'm just filming in public, really. That's all.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna stay up here until you decide.
Uh-oh, state trooper. What's up, dude? Damn, you just stopped traffic like that? That's dangerous.
Go around.
Go pull over and park somewhere like a normal person.
Well, you're too far away. So,
I'm not doing anything illegal. There's no reason to stop traffic.
Disorderly. People are
It's
calling
not.
in. Disorderly. People are calling in on you.
It's not disorderly.
You want to read the law?
Actually, can I tell you some case law to look up real quick? Because the law, this is not disorderly.
Well, I saw it is.
It's not.
You want to pull it up and read it?
Cohen versus Fort Smith, or not Cohen, Fort Smith versus Ferrerajaj was 2019.
Okay.
That is an Eighth Circuit case law just 5 years ago here in Arkansas.
Okay.
And then if you want to go back to Cohen versus California, where the guy was holding a sign that said "fuck the draft," that's a Supreme Court case law.
Can I ask you a huge
And the
favor?
Supreme Court.
Can I ask you a huge favor?
Sure.
If you had a 5-year-old rolling down the road,
I would explain to him what a swear word is and when not to say it.
would you want them reading that?
At the end of the day, it's free speech, brother.
Okay. I'm just asking.
I just want you to respect my First Amendment right.
I got you. I completely understand.
All right, cool. Have a good day, and please get your car out of the road because you're blocking
Got the
traffic.
lights on. It's good.
Please get out of the road. You're causing more of a disturbance than I ever did, brother.
People are calling in on you.
Actually,
Not calling in on me.
I have it on film, and everyone is loving it. There's like probably how many people called in out of a lot of people that gave me thumbs up.
I just stopped to talk to you. Okay.
No, you thought it was against the law. You need to go read the law, brother. You need to listen, Cohen versus California and Fort Smith versus Ferrerajaj. That's THURARAIRAJA. No, I want to educate you so you aren't arresting someone over
I'm
this
not
later.
arresting you. I stopped to talk to you.
Well, you just said it was illegal.
Disorderly fits under
It's not.
disorderly.
I promise you it doesn't. Look
You
into
read
it.
the law.
Go read it a little more careful, brother. A little more careful. What's your name and badge number?
Trooper Jones.
Go read a little more careful.
Okay.
And don't stop traffic over something like a sign.
I just stopped talking.
Please move
There are
on.
emergency lights.
You can move along, brother.
Traffic.
You can move along. I don't need any harassment
giving
from
you
you.
harassment. I just stopped talking.
You literally stopped traffic
harassed you?
to come tell me.
harassed you?
Yes, right now
I just
you
asked
are.
you a little common courtesy for the public, correct? Correct?
And I don't agree with what you're asking me to do,
That's
so I'm going
fine.
to
Did I
continue
tell you
doing
to
it
stop?
under the
Did I
First
tell you to
Amendment.
stop?
You tried to.
No.
You said it was illegal.
It fits under disorderly from what the
It
law
doesn't.
reads,
I
right?
promise you, it doesn't. I've looked into this so many
All right.
times.
Well, if you're right, you're right.
I am
That's
right.
My bad.
I'm 1,000%. So please do not come over here and try to step on my rights.
Have I stepped on your
You
rights? at all?
tried.
were sitting
You
here
stopped
trying to-
traffic over
I
it.
tried to stop and talk to you and have a conversation.
You
That's
tried.
wrong, is nobody wants to have a
Hey,
conversation.
if you wanted to have a conversation,
Have a good day.
then come talk to me. But don't tell me I'm breaking the law.
I asked you.
Don't tell me I'm breaking the law. Come over and talk to me like a
Am
man.
I trying to talk to you?
Go park over here like a normal person, and we can start over. All right, I didn't think so.
When it comes to the police and the public, things can get a little tense sometimes. Officers have an important job in keeping the peace, but their interactions with people can be tricky, especially when people pull out their phones to film. It's completely understandable why some officers might feel uneasy when they're being recorded. After all, no one wants their actions to be questioned or criticized, but that doesn't change the fact that people have a right to record in public. The First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution guarantees the freedom of speech, expression, and the press, and that includes the right to film public events. When citizens film the police, it's not just about capturing a moment, it's about holding those in power accountable. The real issue here is that some officers might not fully grasp the public's right to record them. This lack of understanding can lead to conflicts where officers may respond defensively or even disrespectfully when they see someone filming. That's where better training comes in. If officers understood more about the constitutional rights people have to record in public, it could help prevent those tense situations. And it's not just about training the police. We also need to make sure the public knows their rights so they can confidently exercise them when necessary. It's all about building mutual respect and understanding. When everyone, police and citizens alike, understands and respects each other's rights, it leads to better interactions and a stronger, more transparent community.
Locate post 7. seen set up like this where they had like one station. Then you have an additional station right there. I never really seen that. Probably in a few moments, not at the moment.
You can't film in a federal facility.
I'm sorry?
You can't film in this facility because we have people's addresses and personal information up here, and you can't film here.
Well, I understand that you guys might have something personal, but we are allowed to do this, I'm pretty sure.
No, you're not. Pretty sure you're not. And this is a federal facility. It's not state. It's federal.
I know.
So I have to ask you either to stop filming, or I have to ask you to leave.
So, like, after I'm done getting all my footage that I need for the post office, then I'll definitely leave.
No,
but
it's either you stop filming.
Are you the postmaster?
I'm a supervisor.
Supervisor? Okay. So yeah.
I have to ask you to either turn it off.
Well, like I said, after I'm done, I definitely.
No, there's not an after I have to ask you to either turn it off.
All right, so you must be the supervisor. I mean, the postmaster.
No, what I am is I'm a clerk that knows that I have it right here. It says that you have
either I have to ask you, or I'm gonna have to call the police.
Permission to.
Well, I don't think that the police is necessary. I don't.
Then I would have to ask you to turn it off, leave.
And all I was doing is just filming the stuff that's in the lobbies right here.
It's people's personal information. What if it's someone's letter here? What if it was yours?
Well, that's just the thing.
And
If it's something that's something in like private,
but
and it's in public, you guys have to protect it.
Yeah,
I'm asking you.
This isn't for YouTube or anything else. You have to leave.
So, ma'am, first of all, we have to
there is no
film in public, and then I have to purchase a stamp and fill out a passport. So I gotta. It's several things that I need to do.
So if you need to do,
either you can stop filming.
Oh, so you're asking? Oh, okay, I understand. Well, I respectfully decline.
Okay, then I'll have to call the police.
Go ahead.
Well, that's unnecessary.
A few minutes later.
How you doing, Off? Man, pretty good. Nothing really going on. I was trying to educate everyone here that we had a right to do exactly what we was doing.
Okay.
But they're not interested, man. So they called you guys.
Are you? I mean.
1170 is just a business.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Is it Officer
Catchings.
Catchings? Okay. Your badge number, sir?
796.
Appreciate it.
So you just came in here just to prove a point, or like something happened that you had to start recording?
So nothing actually happened. I just can't. Actually, when the lady right here at the counter, when she first encountered me, I was filming like the Mother's Day gift cards right here, and then she just came out of nowhere like, "You can't do it. You just can't do it." And she ran and got a manager, and the manager came out and tried to say the same thing, but I was trying to explain to him that we can. And I was asking for a postmaster that someone of a higher authority may know, and they said she was at a meeting, but it looked like she came out. So I'm not entirely sure. They're not sure. So.
Okay. I mean, is there anything that we can help resolve the situation where everybody can just, walk away? And
yeah. So
with our day?
Yeah, for sure. So what'd be great is if you guys can educate them that what we're doing is constitutionally protected, and that should suffice. That'd be beautiful.
Okay. You mind if I get your information, sir?
I just want to remain. No, I just want to remain anonymous.
Well, I mean, I made contact with you.
I understand.
I gotta get your information.
Well, minus a crime, there's no legal obligation for me to.
I made contact with you, sir. So that's the main reason why.
I can understand. I can understand.
So that's all I'm saying is that I made contact with you. You're still. Did she deny you service? Did she say that you couldn't buy the postcard?
Oh, no, she didn't. She never said that. She was just basically saying in order to serve me, I would have to cut off my camera, which will be a definite violation of my rights if I have to surrender those rights in order to get services. So.
Okay, well, listen, man. I just want you to be able to go get your card and, go about your day. Like, sounds innocent enough. I still need to speak with her, but.
Yeah, like I said, the postmaster.
Just like how you asked me for my information, I
understand, but it's per your policy to identify yourself.
Well, no, listen. What I'm saying is that I made contact with you. You're choosing to remain here.
Of course.
And videotape, which I get it.
Right.
But what I'm telling you is that because we made contact, I need to get your information now.
What information you need?
I just need your driver's license. I just be able to say that I made contact
Oh,
with
no,
you.
yeah.
That's it.
Well, mine is a crime, officer. I already know in the state of Illinois, there's no legal obligation for me to identify myself to you. There's no crime afoot. So we ain't gonna be doing that today, man.
We are here.
Leave. They would like you to leave.
Yeah, I know. And I will once I'm done conducting the business that I need to conduct there.
Here's the next problem. If I go ask their boss and say you're refusing to leave, you're
Right.
going to get arrested for criminal trespassing.
So on federal property, and you're a county officer. So you guys have jurisdiction.
Municipality officer.
Right. So, but you're not a federal officer. So the appropriate authorities.
Would you like me to call the postal inspector?
No, you don't even know what's going on, sir. You coming in right away trying to escalate.
He's saying that he came in here. I haven't had a chance to speak with him yet. I encountered him first.
If you look right there on their walls.
He came in here to try and purchase a Mother's Day card. Wasn't that what it was?
A stamp and a passport.
Okay, you want to? Okay, I thought you said money. Okay, so he came here to get his stamp and passport.
While recording. There you go.
While recording.
For
okay.
sure.
So you're saying, hold on. I just want to make sure I get this straight.
Mhm.
So you came in, I thought you said you were like coming in here to purchase something or conduct some business.
So it was three things. So the first thing I wanted to do is record in public and purchase a stamp and fill out a passport. But what I forgot to tell you is, officer, if you look right there on the rules and regulations on federal property, it tells them that we can record in the post office. So that's another thing.
Okay.
Which is a right. So I mean, this officer comes in trying to escalate things, man.
I mean,
you know, he's talking about trespass.
You and I are talking.
I'm just saying. I'm saying he's coming in trying to escalate. I don't like that. You know, I know exactly what I'm doing. This ain't my first time doing it. And you know, are you the postmaster? Are you the postmaster?
I don't consent to being recorded, but how may I help you?
Well, like
I don't
I'm.
consent to being recorded.
I understand. We're in public, though, man. We're in public. Are you familiar with your Postal 7? See?
Yeah, we're not
See what
in
I'm saying?
public right now.
Sir, this is public. This is public
we're
property,
not
sir.
We're not in the public right now. She said she didn't want you recording her. Okay, now me as a police showing up, okay, whatever. That's fine. I mean, I really don't care. What I'm saying is that you got other citizens, okay? You got these people who want their privacy too.
And no one's even. My thing. Are you interested in seeing the rules and regulations or no?
Listen, I don't mind, man. Listen, you know, I was in the squad car minding my own business.
I understand that. I feel like it's a waste of resources as well.
I'll figure it out, sure.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, sir. The reason why I don't want you to record in there is because there's personal information, credit cards, social security numbers, all that stuff. They want you to record inside that area.
Okay, and
So you
which
are
we
free to
can.
conduct your business with your cell phone off.
No, that's not what they say, sir. So, if you're interested in reading this or not.
That is coming from the postmaster.
Yeah, but she doesn't, we're talking about the law, sir. She's talking about feelings. And you guys are law enforcement, not feelings enforcement.
No.
Okay, so the rules are right here. Officer Kendrick, it seems like you might be more willing to, because this guy trying to escalate things, I can tell.
He's not.
If you see right there, it'll tell you everything you need to know. It's right there.
Okay, so they're saying foyers, hallways,
Lobbies. Corridors.
Now, but once you pass that area right there, people are giving their personal information.
That's correct.
That's more than likely not happening out here, okay? Unless you're just standing right over somebody, okay? Also, it says right here that other photographs may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster or installation head.
That's correct.
Also, it says right here, you're prohibited from recording where official signs or security force personnel or other authorized personnel or federal court order or rule.
So that's talking about auditoriums.
So no, what I'm saying.
I'm gonna listen to you, officer, and then you're gonna listen to me.
So what I'm saying is, man, the main point is, look, they didn't want you recording there. People have their rights too, okay? They don't want to be recorded. They don't want you all looking around them doing stuff. They have their right to privacy, okay? I get what you're doing here, okay? And I understand that. But now it's causing a bigger issue than what it needs to be.
Here's the deal, dude.
We got a sergeant coming, right? We'll speak with him.
He's going to tell you the same thing I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
We don't care about the recording, but they do.
Okay.
If they want you arrested for trespassing, because we asked you to leave, we can issue a ticket for trespassing and arrest you for trespassing.
Sir, you cannot trespass me.
She trespassed you. I can't.
She can't trespass me if I have official business here, sir.
She said you're not buying anything.
Yeah, because I wasn't allowed to, sir. Do you get that? She called you guys. I waited for you guys to get here to have a dialogue.
That's fine, whatever. I don't care if it doesn't identify himself.
Yeah, I don't have to. That's what I'm saying. And I'm just
But if
saying.
you're buying a passport, you have to identify yourself.
We're not buying a passport, just filling out the application. I can't even do that.
Paperwork. But it was gonna have his camera on, though.
Yeah, because you have a
Go in
right.
there right now, go do it.
Well, there's two people in there, so I mean,
She's free to go. Yeah.
that's correct.
So if you really want to do business, go right in there.
Hold on. Let me explain something. You're the postmaster, correct?
Sir, you're free to
Okay.
handle your business. If you want
If you're not going to listen to me and be unprofessional, then I'm gonna just ignore you guys.
Stay there. You want to make a purchase. What would you like to purchase?
Well, I'm going to purchase a stamp,
Come here so you can purchase.
so she don't want to listen. We just wait for the sergeant.
No, she's saying that you.
I know she's trying to rush my work, sir. She's trying to rush what I have to do. I don't.
You want to purchase a stamp, a Mother's Day card?
No, I don't want a Mother's Day card. I just want to purchase a stamp. I want to be able to film in public first. That's the first thing I want to do, without that being trampled on. Purchase a stamp and fill out a passport application.
Go right ahead.
I'm going to. But we're going to wait for the sergeant to get here before. How you doing, Sarge?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, pretty good.
What the other guy?
Yeah.
So they offered him to go in there, have the camera on, to make his purchases, and he doesn't want to be rushed. He wants to be listened to. But the postmaster, who's calling someone, perked some of these issues.
And to film in public too. Forgot about that.
What's that?
And to record in public. I showed Officer Ketchum's the rules and regulations right there.
I understand that.
Oh,
I
okay.
understand that too, but
Okay.
the problem you're going to run into is that there are still laws in Illinois that we can enforce, exclusive of your right to record. But if they ask you to leave and you refuse, you're trespassing.
Well, I'm not gonna, like I was telling them before you got here, if I'm gonna be threatened with arrest if I don't leave, I will leave. So, that's the thing. I'm never gonna refuse to leave.
That's what we're building towards, and I don't want it to get there either.
Well, I hope, wish, and pray that it don't get there, Sergeant, because it's going to come down on Orlando Park for you guys. If you guys going to come and trample on my rights today, I mean, this ain't my first time doing
That's
this.
not quite accurate. This ain't my first rodeo either.
Oh, well, then you should know then, Sarge. You should know what I'm doing is protected.
I do know, and I do know that you would be wrong.
I would be wrong. Okay.
Yeah. All right, man. I don't know what's your name, but what's your first name?
I'm just want to remain anonymous, man.
You want to remain anonymous?
Yeah,
Okay.
just because we can.
All right, here's what we're doing. They got to go through like 6 layers of red tape to decide whether they want to sign complaints against you. So we're going to leave.
Okay.
You're free to go in there and do your business. I don't
Okay.
see anybody rushing you to get out of here. As a matter of fact, we've sat here and waited for them to call me and for me to show up. You've been here for what, a half hour?
Yeah, probably about 30 with you
I don't
guys.
see anybody rushing you out the door.
They were trying to though.
So, and then they compromise and say, hey, you're free to come in here as long as there's no other customers and you're not violating anybody's privacy, because this is like a bank. People have personal information, whatever.
Right.
It's a federal law that you can't do it. If the postal inspector wants to do something about you recording in here.
You said it's a federal law that I can't do it?
Yeah, but I'm not an FBI agent, so.
That's telling you right there that we can't. Officer Kesson just read it. So that's not
If
true.
there's an issue, they said in that area, due to people's
Personal information.
So I haven't gone in there yet. I know at the post office by my house, they got a big sign up that says you can't have your camera out and have to be on your phone. So I'm assuming it's in there too. Maybe not.
No, of course not.
But if they refuse you service, you are obligated to leave. But they can't make a decision on what they want to do about that right now, so we're going to leave.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, my thing.
In the meantime, you're free to do your business in there.
I know I am. I know.
Keep your cool, because I don't want to come back.
Well, I mean, if they call you back, then it'll be them wasting you guys' resources. So if you come back, that's just on you. Kick rocks.
Public buildings are spaces meant for everyone and are usually owned by the government, but how they're managed can vary. Some are straightforward, like libraries or city halls, while others are trickier because they involve private companies or partnerships, like airports. Airports, for example, are generally public since they serve the public and get federal funding, but certain areas, like security checkpoints, are restricted and treated more like private spaces. This matters when it comes to recording videos. In public areas, you're usually allowed to film, but there are rules, especially in sensitive places. You don't need press credentials to record. Your right to film is for everyone, not just journalists. But having credentials can sometimes make things smoother, especially in areas with stricter rules. When police show up while you're recording, the rules about showing ID depend on where you are. Federally, there's no law requiring you to show ID if you're doing something legal like recording, but some states have specific laws that might require it in certain situations. It's really important to understand the limits of recording in public spaces. While it's usually fine to film in public areas, places like security zones or checkpoints often have federal rules that restrict filming. Breaking those rules or interfering with security could lead to serious trouble. The key is balance. Authorities need to keep people safe while respecting your rights. Knowing the law helps you stand your ground without crossing the line.
Sir?
Go ahead and step on out here with me, okay? The canine's going to run around the car, and you can't be in here when the canine does it.
Can I ask a question, sir?
What's that?
Why does the canine have to search it? What is that about?
Because Deputy Converse, he wants the dog to run around the car.
Okay, but is the tag good on our car?
Huh? I'm not sure. I got here just to back him up.
But my thing is like, that makes no sense. What does the canine have to do with a traffic stop? And he talking about earbuds in somebody's ear.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
all right.
This is what's gonna happen. The dog's gonna run, and.
But I still don't see why. Like, what type of search is that? Like, what would be the probable cause of why a dog has to do all of that?
Explain everything, okay?
Yeah, somebody please explain. That makes no sense.
Step right back here. Right. All right. Do you have any guns, weapons, anything like that on you?
Nah, I would hope
We'll
not.
pat you down. Just make sure you don't have any of those.
Like I said, this is nothing against you guys, okay? We're out here making sure that nothing is coming up and down these highways that's illegal.
I understand, but at the same time, this is like a basic traffic stop. What was the point for all of this here?
Like I said,
like I'm on a time limit. I gotta really got stuff to get done right now.
And like I said, if the dog doesn't alert on your vehicle, you guys would be.
But what would be that? Like, what would get the reason? All right. I don't understand all of this here for a traffic stop. I'm not from here.
I'm not here to argue with you guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. Yeah, I don't understand. I'm not from here. Like I said, I just don't know what would all that be for. What would that have to do with the traffic stop? All right.
Well, basically, really what it is, whenever we want to run the dog, we can run the dog.
Is that a Maryland? This is Maryland?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess because of the earbuds in Maryland, you can't have both earbuds in your ear.
Would there be any reason that there have been any narcotics in the vehicle or anything like that?
Listen, there's nothing that either one of us know about.
Basically, that's my sergeant, okay? She's a canine officer here. And what she just told me is that the dog alerted positive on the vehicle for odor of narcotics, okay? Has there been any cocaine inside the vehicle? Has there been any methamphetamine?
Sir, there's been no drugs, none of that stuff in these cars.
Because the dog hit on the
There's been no nothing. My mind's just blown that with all of this is for a traffic stop. I don't get it. But what was the probable cause to search it in the beginning?
There's no probable cause. We didn't
There's no probable cause? That was a search. That dog coming through, that's pretty much a search. Oh man, you gotta be kidding. What would a canine have to be called over here for a traffic offense? I don't get that part. That's where I'm confused at. It's a traffic offense. Why is the canine dog here? Not trying to give no hard time, but it really makes no sense how a traffic stop will cause them to have to bring a dog and all of that, and you tell me that that's not a search. That's a search.
No, it's not.
That's a search. That's a search, sir. That dog walking around, that's a search. But what would be the probable cause of that?
Probable cause for the dog?
Yeah, for the dog to be pulled out.
We don't have to have problems. Just like I told you.
All right. I'm shutting up.
You asked me a question, I just want to give you a straight up answer.
Like I said, I don't know nothing about this here. As far as that, all that other stuff behind it for a traffic offense. All right. searching the car because they said that the dog hit on something or something like that. I don't know nothing about. So they gotta search the car. Make me late. Can't get my ID. Can't get nothing done. Right here beside me. They doing a search on the car because they said that the dog hit on something or something. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know. Yeah. Shit, I don't know how. We ain't got nothing. That's for certain.
Oh, this one's got all the classic red flags. First off, pulling someone over for having both earbuds in. Shaky at best. Some states prohibit it, but it's rarely enforced this aggressively. Then, multiple units show up for what should have been a routine traffic stop. That's already looking like a pretext to dig for something bigger. The real issue, though, is the K9 search. Cops love using drug-sniffing dogs because, let's be real, those alerts are basically a cheat code to bypass the Fourth Amendment. Courts have ruled that a dog's alert can justify a search, but here's the problem: how reliable is the alert? These dogs are trained to respond to subtle handler cues, which means an officer wanting a search can, intentionally or not, influence the dog's reaction. Plus, we all know cops rarely let you see the dog alert in real time. And then there's the classic step out of the car demand. If there's no reasonable suspicion beyond the earbuds, why escalate? If the driver wasn't detained long enough for a dog to arrive, this whole thing could be unconstitutional. Bottom line, looks like another fishing expedition. Let's see if they actually find anything, or if this is just more intimidation tactics.